Okay, I want to make this video to clear up some questions and also as a last reference if the weld job doesn't work out. So I got this Super Stirling from HyperX. Mr. Mohammed Sultan is the CEO of that company. Anyway, they're in Pakistan. So here's the issue. Okay, I want to go over the length real quick. It's almost 2 feet long ish. This isn't accurate as some might like, but at least you get an idea. So that's out of the way. So when I got this, it was damaged in transit, more than likely. I don't think they would sell me something that was damaged. This right here is a shard. To me, it feels like aluminum, like cast aluminum. I have no way means an expert, but I am somewhat acquainted with what aluminum feels like. This is a problem, and we'll cycle this a little bit so this will come out of here. Or not. Might have to flip it. Part of the reason I want to make this documentary too is this weld job I'm going to have done today, possibly. I'm going to go inquire about it today. They might have to take it apart to weld it, if they can weld it, or if they can fabricate this new section. And if they do, they got to reassemble the darn thing, and it has to be done in a certain way, in order for it to function. Okay, here we go. So this part broke off, right? I'm guessing some heavy duty knocks and bonks in the shipment destroyed it. So you can just see how it snapped, right? And this piece that I was showed you just previously fits in there like that. See that? So anyway, that's a busted mount. And I wish I could see in there better. If I grab my flashlight up. Never had that sucker when I need it. I do have it. Okay, so if you look in there, where am I pointing the camera at? I'm trying to see. All right. See where that light beam is? That's the mount. There's a foot there and a foot there, and then that thing you saw mounted right there. And I'm a little concerned because it takes a lot of torque. I tried different things, different fasteners and things like that to maybe try to work it without it being welded, but I think the final conclusion is I need it welded or refabricated or something because of the forces. There's quite a bit of torque as this flywheel spins here. As it functions, there's quite a bit of a force, and I think if it was secured any other, I was gonna think about a 12-inch mouth clamp. Actually ordered one. I was gonna get it, but that's the last resort. I've got to get this thing repaired properly if I can. It is the workhorse of my whole system. Like I said, this is a shard that came off, and whoever welds this has to have proficiency in aluminum welding. And also have to understand what it's made out of, or if they need to figure it out. And then when they do weld it, they cannot get any welding drops, or whatever you want to call it, into those cylinders. That may screw up the whole function. And so that is an issue, a super duper issue. The other thing is when they put it together, it's got to line up properly. That's kind of what I wanted to document here, how that all works. And I don't know what, see, after the fact, after I do need it put together, is when it won't be together, you know what I'm saying? I need a template. So I'll rotate it this way a few times so you can see the working of it, and then hopefully I'll have it as a reference, and I'll move it around a little bit, the camera, so you can see what goes where, what needs to go, because I have an inkling that they are going to want to take it apart in order to repair it, and then it might be like Humpty Dumpty and never be able to get back together again without some kind of reference how it worked, which sucks. But you said this was supposed to be easy, right? So anyway, we'll flip it right quick and go through some more faux operations here. So as that turns, let's get me lined up. I don't know what I'm going to be looking for when I get it back together. And this is assuming that they are going to take it apart, and they might be able to chalk mark it or something like that to where they'll figure it out. I'm taking it to a fairly proficient welding and fabrication place, so we'll see what they say. I don't know what I'm looking for. Okay, so I do want to note, when this part's all the way up, I guess you would call it, on that side, then on this side there's kind of a can't really tell what I'm talking about. You see some of it can't, and then this section, obviously that would be properly secured there. So when this part, you know what I'm saying, is flush here, this part over here, this part is like that, and when this part is flush-ish, see that, flush-ish, flush-ish, what the hell am I saying? This part looks like that. Am I even can you even see it? So it's going to be complicated. It's kind of like the valve cycle, I guess, on a standard engine, internal combustion engine. And then one last reference. When this part is all the way down, I think all the way down, kind of, I'm saying down, this part over here looks to be at a 90-degree angle. That's if you're looking at it right. So that might be the best reference right there. This at a 90-degree. There's my flashlight. I'm trying to do this video quick because I want it done right. This part, you see, is at a 90-degree. And that's out of the way. And then on the other side, that part is at the very bottom. That could be the best reference. That seems to be the most easiest part. So anyway, this is a flywheel that goes on it. Came with it. I'm guessing it's going to go on like this because there's a hole there. Oh damn, I got 1 minute left. And it goes on like that. This flywheel is going to be connected with a belt similar to this belt. This is from RV. I probably use a different belt. But basically a belt. It will connect to this brushless alternator. Do you see this? This is a Niehoff. I'll flash it right quick. You can pause it. Brushless alternator. The main thing about it, the best thing about it, super duper heavy duty aluminum, and it turns like butter. It moves like butter. That's like butter. It's going to be so easy to move for this. And then the alternator, of course, is going to have some battery cables. One's going to come off the ground right there, if you can see it. And this is a positive connector right here. You can see it, 10 seconds left. And then that's going to go to my battery bank, my 12-volt battery bank. And this part right here goes into a stove.